Hey there, it's 2:15 on a Monday. I went ahead and took some PTO today for the second half of the day to watch some of this weather as it moves on into the area and be here with you as it moves in. Let's talk about what's happening right now and then what happens next. I know our weather anxiety's up compared to, well, yesterday we had those strong storms, so our weather awareness is up as well. But these storms look to move through in several different waves this evening. We already have some that are underway. They'll be intense again this evening, and then we'll have more after dark with the line that moves through. Lots of cancellations and school dismissals early. I know Bentonville dismissed early. The Walmart home office dismissed early. JB Hunt. The Halsey concert at the AMP has been canceled due to severe weather as well. So let's get into it and talk about what's happening now and then what happens next. This is a look at the RDOT cam southbound out towards Uptown Rogers, where there's overcast skies. What you'll notice, though, in Rogers is there's thunder, but there's no rain. What's actually happening is you have storms that are developing above our head aloft, and as those storms are pushing up, they're causing thunder and lightning aloft, but the rain hasn't even started to fall to the surface yet. It gives you an idea of just how explosive the atmosphere is today. So let's look at the radar and see how this thing is playing out right now. Doesn't look too hot at the moment, does it? I mean, you have some showers and storms that have made their way into the area a little bit in northeast Oklahoma, tracking northeast. I mentioned those storms that are starting to pop up. Those are the ones near Stillwell and near Siloam Springs. These could get into Benton County at 3 o'clock. 3 to 4 o'clock, and they will have a severe weather risk. Additional thunderstorms are developing to the southwest near McAllister. These will track northeast, and these will also get into the Fort Smith area as well as northwest Arkansas later on this evening. So, those are the main areas to watch now. It doesn't even look all that bad, does it? Well, let's talk about the risk area that we're under. We are under a moderate risk. That's a 4 out of 5. It includes all of the I 49 corridor in the Ozarks from Bella Vista, Bentonville, Springdale, Fayetteville, right through Rogers, Pea Ridge, Siloam Springs, Fort Smith, Salisaw. This entire area has the risk for strong tornadoes as well as very large hail and damaging winds with the storms that do develop. It is a higher risk today than what we typically see. This is the latest mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. They're watching for additional development to our south southwest that will eventually move northeast. We are under a tornado watch until 7 o'clock. That includes Fort Smith as well as Bentonville, Rogers, Fayetteville, and Springdale. And those storms that move into the area, and they're the ones that are already starting to develop to the south southwest. Once those storms start to move in, right in there, they're going to pose a tornado risk as well as they get closer to Fort Smith and then eventually the I 49 corridor running north and south. These storms will lift north and northeast, should be very active with it this evening. Here's another look at it with analysts, giving you another look at where these storms are occurring. So these are the strongest to our southwest, already spitting out 1 inch hail, close to 2 inches. And new development is underway here near Stillwell. New development also west of Siloam Springs. And we'll start to see this fill in this afternoon and evening with this wave that moves through. I know it doesn't look like it's that much yet, but the atmosphere is still very unstable. So we'll have these storms, we'll have another round, and then we'll have more storms later on tonight. I think it might make more sense if I go over to some of the model data and show you how this thing plays out next and what happens next with this. So back up, let's talk about where we are now. So we're cruising through right about here with scattered showers and storms. We'll get these storms in the area to develop. All of these could be severe. This is coming up on 4 and 5 o'clock into northwest Arkansas. And then as we get closer to about 6 and 7 o'clock, these will also be severe. You can see a line starting to take shape out across eastern Oklahoma. That line will move through this evening, probably close to about 9 or 10. And then once the line moves through, that's going to be the end of this thing. So it doesn't last all night long. Matter of fact, by 11 and midnight, I think all the strong stuff's going to be out. Now, there's some stragglers out there. You can see one here and a little bit back to the west. But I think for all intents and purposes, the most dangerous weather is going to be occurring here in about the next 6 hours or so, well, 6 to 8 hours heading into the evening as those storms start to take off in Oklahoma and then race northeast. And then we see that area start to fill in across parts of western Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. That's what's going on right now. I'll do a few more updates here as the storms start to develop and move into the area. Keeping a close eye on it. What a nasty day of weather for us. Almost a year to the day too that we had that big tornado that moved through Rogers earlier this time last year. So this is the time of year we get severe weather. It's actually the tail end of severe weather season. So hopefully we transition into those overnight complexes, which we typically see out around June or so. That's the current situation update. I'm keeping an eye on it and took the rest of the afternoon off. I mentioned that. So I'll be watching the weather and bringing you updates here as necessary.